Welcome back! We're gonna do some monastery stuff. The final monastery exploration. Our final battle is approaching. The only roadblock is Hubert to the Emperor's throne.
Professor. Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
It was a lot of fun.
I don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. Alright, Dana, what do you have to say?
Professor, my mother might be in the city.
Yep.
I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her burning and stays inside.
We don't see her in battle.
Professor, I keep thinking the war is near its end,
It is!
It isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
Next 2 chapters.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
Too bad that's relatively impossible.
Hi there!
So in here, harvest. Plant. Cultivate.
No.
Yeah. Boy!
Let me see. I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and ordered the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Eh. I just need like one mithril. And I'd love to have that. One dex speed defense. Honestly, that's kind of the best meal.
Professor! Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
This somehow.
Sitting, I know you.
Sylvain, why don't you have a meal with, Dorothea?
Yeah.
I don't like.
We'll do this.
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are doing. Ah.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
Oh, so what you're saying is we need a
It was
double
just a silly
reunion.
whim I had, but I really love it. Oh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor. I hope this is the final battle. Don't you? We'll be heading for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
Yeah, if we kill Edelgard. Definitely.
Yay! I'm sure it won't. I truly believe.
Alright, what's our amiibo gazebo? Jeez.
Maybe wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her?
Done.
Then perhaps it is okay. He's certainly changed from the vengeful I don't mean that in a bad... A king who's responsible for Fodlan's...
Actually,
That damn
Stop it,
Dimitri
Paul.
guy plans to chat with the Emperor. Can you believe that nonsense? Really though, we've been trying to kill each other, and he wants to shoot the breeze? Is he dumb or just insane?
maybe you're right.
Maybe he's about it, pal. You ask me? They should settle it like civilized folk, with their fists. Guess it's up to the one true king of grappling to talk some sense into old Dimitri. When I'm done with him, he'll be ready to brawl. So...
Raph,
We're heading up to Embar next. I hope I make it back safe so I can tell my little sis about it.
I hear they got a neat opera house there, where Manuela used to perform. What was it called again?
Little friend.
Ah, that's the one. My little sis always goes on about how much she'd like to see him perform. I know we can't see a show, but do you think we could at least see the building?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the deal. Hey, that's just what I needed. Sorry. Keep that in mind.
Right. Hello.
Since we got that, let's
Hey
quickly just, forge the Gradavis. And probably one of these or something.
Is this it? There you go.
There
Is this it?
she
There you go.
is. Gradavis. I can finally get rid of that short spear that Dimitri's holding
Come back
on.
anytime.
Oh, of course.
Chopper.
What brings you?
Sylvain,
Inventory item. I can finally drop that short spear for Dimitri's Gradavis. Gonna drop that and that. And she'll get that lance and Lance's bolt. But Dimitri can definitely get the sight. No. Those. Or does also. Drop that. For rally move. Actually, I dropped that as well. I can do brawling prowess for more avoid when using aura gauntlets. my support? Ah, it's Manuela.
While on some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on.
And now I don't
There's
have to
still
go
some
do
things
any
to work out before it can
auxiliary
move.
battles to do what I need.
Generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy. I think this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
Hello! Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends. Hello! Tell your friends.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Right.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me. Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Bye.
Is that the one? Thanks a. Is that the one? Thanks a. Is that the one? Thanks. 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 Is that the one? Thanks a. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
All those statues.
Yes.
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father. Are you trying to scare me? What if he turns up while we're charging the capital? But still, I wonder what'll happen to him if we win.
Probably off himself.
It's like this. I used to work for Cornelia in Ferdiad. I only followed her because I didn't want to die. But afterwards I felt so ashamed I wanted to die anyway. I still can't figure out why I did it. Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did. From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for what I believe in.
Okay.
How about this?
Please.
Attacking the capital means crossing swords with the Emperor herself. I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too, the minister of the Imperial household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
I've got a bit of Dusker blood in me. Vargas is our ancestral enemy. But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud new kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Okay.
Professor,
Hello there.
we're about to put the finishing touches on this war.
Yep.
I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop
That
of
looked
death
like an
and
interesting
destruction.
conversation going on back there.
I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
Pardon me. Did you know a magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar? It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance. Yes, let's do this together. Okay, I'm 10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west.
Yeah.
The final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
Yeah.
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace.
Obviously.
If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
Yeah. We'll put Felix back in.
You haven't earned my pity. 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 It was meant to be.
Up to the cathedral.
Hey,
Yep. Away.
Singing is so much...
It's hard to...
Really?
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your win, live, and return, okay? Most...
Come to think of it,
Dr. Hilda.
Fighting in the capital? Ugh. And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh. But with you leading us, Professor, I know we'll win. Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting! I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine.
Well,
come to think of it, looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
Not even.
Oof, you don't mince your words. Try being a bit more mindful of other people's feelings. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Obviously.
Hey.
Please.
You do.
I believe in you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder.
Pretty much.
I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds.
And well aware.
Sorry. I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much. And in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence.
Yeah. That's a
How would you know what's rare and what isn't? I still believe in the goddess. Sort of. I couldn't recount a single word of scripture for you, but my mother always prayed. I picked up the habit from her. Believe it or not, I'm praying for you too. For you to come back safe.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart. I apologize, but you'll have to make do with the time you have. We cannot afford a delay.
That reminds me.
Hey.
Come to think of it,
Hey, you. Hi. Professor?
Professor?
I've been thinking
right.
about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Different road.
What the?
Yeah.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
Are you against it?
No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed. Let's just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
Yeah, let's hope so. Cyril.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again?
We'll meet her for sure.
I just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
I need to be speaking. 5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
Yeah. Go here.
Listen, Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. The kingdom is battle-scarred, the Alliance is in tatters. People must be terrified. The world is crumbling around them. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor.
At last, we've come to the final confrontation. Ruin to the Empire. Glory to Vargas. Of course, to be perfectly honest, I would have much preferred to march against the Empire at the head of the Alliance. But I suppose I have Claude to thank for denying me that satisfaction, don't I?
Oh yeah? That was a bad page.
Professor! Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Geralt. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
Nah, he's dead. We buried him.
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Marianne.
God, dear goddess.
Praying again.
Yes, I was praying for your safety. I'll do all I can to survive. But please, please don't die out there, Professor.
Well, Professor!
At last, it's time to face the Flame Emperor, Edelgard.
Yeah.
I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility. Swore never to return. Now here we are. To return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined.
Yeah.
Especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
Hey, you.
Have you considered... When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. Perhaps, but that doesn't make it any easier to accept your own survival depends on...
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Yep.
So...
Manuela here.
Way. Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier.
Pretty much.
Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
Time to give up.
Yeah, I'm starting to figure that's the most realistic option. At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
Anyways, going underground.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Really?
The war is careening headfirst toward its grand finale. Do me a favor and get through this mess alive, okay? After the dust settles, maybe I'll go on to guard other entrances in other parts of the world. I'm a dreamer, my friend. Always have been.
Wait, is it true what they say? That the Archbishop is a captive of the Empire? I've never heard of anything
That makes
so
more
brash
sense.
in all the Empire's long history. It is vexing that Lady Edelgard's true motives elude me. If only I still had noble connections to draw on. The loss of my house has proven to be a thorn in my side again and again.
Wow, we're getting along a lot better with the Kingdom soldiers recently. Everyone's in higher spirits. When they first got here, some of them were aggressive toward us, even abusive. All that's changed now. They've been courteous with us, generous even. That's nice to see.
Ooh, a killer ball. Happy.
The war might be over soon. All this time we've been fighting, and the end comes in the blink of an eye.
Yep.
I have no idea what I'll do afterwards, though. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Easy for you to say. Actually, don't tell me your plans just yet.
Just waiting on this.
Right.
Lock the gate.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me!
Yeah.
Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Of course. Time to instruct students.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I suppose it's working.
Here. Do it.
I... No.
Nothing. Goals. And authority. Faith. Just okay, we should be good.
I'd like to confirm. That seems reasonable.
Professor.
Oh. Tea party.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good. Yeah.
Opera.
Huh?
First.
Yeah. Huh? Oh. You think I complain too much, don't you? I know I do, but I can't help it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Huh? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
And
Thanks for...
I'm not sure.
Here's the result. Making strides.
Perseverance is the key. I'll try to put this to use.
There is always more to learn.
we have nothing interesting. We're just gonna do a seminar. We'll do this.
I've learned a thing or two from battle.
Yeah, I under...
Motivation.
What? Hey. This... 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 This...
Dump these to choose authority. Edit.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Professor.
Tea party.
You asked me. Thanks. That's so. Nailed it. Got it. Nailed it. Cool.
pretty good. Of course.
This is making sense.
Seems simple enough.
Looks like I'm getting it.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Practice makes perfect.
Let's satisfy.
Unbelievable.
Seminar. Do this.
This experience is critical. Seems simple enough. It seems my proficiency has...
Practice makes perfect.
That's...
You're... What?
Brings... You make... Practice makes...
Oh. I'm a quick study. Thanks for... Yes. Go on. Oh.
You can... I'm getting better. You can...
Feeling... Oh.
I would...
Oh.
Professor.
Oh.
Thanks.
I guess that's the...
Can I use this off?
Always something new to learn.
So what?
Hello, Professor.
Well, it's time I dump stat boost. I'll take these boots. I'll have you take 3 of those. I'll have that actually take the rest of it. Let's look at accuracy skill. Red, obey. two here, two here. And right there. I think we're gonna drop some of those kind of things on next. Time to go on like Dedu, Felix. Well, Dedu. We'll drop these on you so they're more accurate. Now, for that, if I'll take those and one of that's good. Do one. For luck. Use Dimitri needs luck boost. I think I'll dump them on that. As for those defense boosters, Felix is gonna get them. And that. Suppose that 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 marketplace. Alright, this is gonna be the end of the video. Next time, we'll probably do a seminar. And then we will take on the final 2 chapters. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And goodbye.